Hello class 5. So in the previous class we have discussed about the first chapter, that is sentences. So what have we discussed about this? We have discussed about what is a sentence, and in that class we have also written the definition of a sentence. Now what is a sentence? Everyone can tell. So have you written down the definition of sentence in your CW book? Children, please do it. Whenever I'll say something, I'll take a class. After the class or in between the class also you can make going on writing, making the notes. Okay. So if you don't get time, if you are listening, then at the end when the class is over, you can write down the important thing. Okay. Now today in this class we will discuss about the different kinds of sentences. By this time we know what is a sentence, a group of words that conveys a meaning, isn't it? Now there are different kinds of sentences because we have got different moods, isn't it? So accordingly the kinds of sentences varies, isn't it? So the first one that we will discuss here, let me first tell you what are the different kinds of sentences. So there are mainly 4 kinds of sentences. Fine. Number 1, assertive sentence, or we can call it declarative sentence. Okay. Number 2, imperative sentence. Number 3, interrogative sentences. And number 4 is exclamatory sentences. So how many sentences we have found? 4 kinds of sentences. First one is declarative or assertive sentences. Second one is imperative sentences. Third one is interrogative sentence, and fourth one is exclamatory sentence. So in this class we will discuss one by one. Okay, let me first begin with assertive or declarative sentences. So all of you are having your book in front of you. So take a pencil also and an eraser in your hand. So what is a declarative sentence? A sentence that makes a statement or declares something is known as a declarative or a assertive sentence. Again I'll tell you, a sentence that makes a statement or declares something is a declarative or assertive sentence. Now statement, what do you mean by statement? If I say I am a teacher, it is a statement. It is a statement. Okay. Suppose if I say the earth moves around the sun. Okay. Declarative sentences or assertive sentences. Okay. Now I am declaring like I like chocolates. Okay. I like chocolates. So what is this? Here I am declaring something. So a declarative sentence or an assertive sentence, what it does, it makes a statement or declares something. Write it down, underline it with a pencil. It is given in your book itself under kinds of sentences. Now, what are the example? The example I have already told you. Declarative sentence, suppose, and statement. I am a teacher. Okay. He is, number 2, he is a boy. Number 3, the sun rises in the east. Okay. And one thing always remember, children, a sentence always ends with a full stop. And again, it depends on the mood of the sentence. That when I go to the different kinds of sentences, then I'll tell you there are different punctuation marks, isn't it? So which punctuation marks we will add, we'll put at the end of what kind of sentences. Okay, here as it is an assertive sentence or declarative sentence, I'm giving full stop. Okay, clear? So assertive sentence. Assertive sentence means in the book you underline that a sentence that makes a statement or declares something is an assertive sentence. Clear? And the example I have already given you. Now here there are two types of assertive sentences. Okay, there are two types of assertive sentences. Okay, the first one is positive sentence and the second one is negative. Now two kinds. Okay, assertive sentences are of two kinds. One is, I said, positive, and the second one is negative. Positive sentences and negative sentences. So there are two kinds of assertive or declarative sentences. One is positive, another one is negative. Clear? Now what is positive? The word when we hear the word positive, what do we feel? Means yes, isn't it? When we hear negative, means no. It comes in our mind, isn't it? Now see, now what is a positive sentence? A sentence that tells something. A sentence that tells something. Suppose I say, I like chocolate. I like to read storybooks. So here I am saying something. Okay. So when a sentence tells something, it is called positive sentence. Now what is negative sentence? Negative sentence means a sentence which has no, not, never. Okay. Suppose here I said in positive sentence, if I say I like sweets. I like sweets. It is an example of positive sentence. I am saying something. So when we make negative of it, then what I will say? I do not like sweets. Here I will say I do not like sweets. I do not like sweets. So what we have defined, when I have defined what is a negative sentence, I said that negative sentence always take no, not or never. So in the positive sense I say I like chocolate, but when it is negative sentence I will say I do not like chocolates. I will never talk to you. If I say, these are the examples, children, okay? Here never, isn't it? So never means no. So it is negative sentences. Okay. So here what we have read in this class, we have read about kinds of sentences. We have come to know there are 4 kinds of sentences, and one by one we are discussing, and in this class we have discussed about the first kind, that is assertive sentences. And what is assertive sentences? A sentence that declares something or which makes a statement is a declarative sentence. Now an examples also I have given you. Clear? Have you written it down? Please write down whenever I am discussing the thing. Okay, when I am explaining, by the time go on writing, make a note always. Then we have discussed the 2 types of assertive sentences or declarative sentences. That is, first one is positive sentence, second one is negative sentence. I have given you the example of positive sentence and negative sentences too, isn't it? And remember, in a negative sentence we always use no, not, never. Okay. So thank you, children, for today.